welcome to my channel. My name's Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. I've come on today to take part in the hashtag Make Art with Martha. This month the prompt that Martha has chosen is birds. So I instantly thought of these two stamps, which are both relatively new to me. They're all in Create stamps. Beautiful birds. Got a little robin on that one and a nuthatch, which I've used before. I've used the nuthatch one before. And then this one here, which has got the sparrow. I just love the words, the soar high and the love warms every nest. I've got fly free and be unique. So I'm going to make a card with the sparrow, and then I'll go on and off camera make a card using the robin and the nuthatch, and then I'll come back at the end and show you all of the cards finished. So to start with, I'm going to take the sparrow stamp. Now I've stamped it out already and I've got a mask, so I've just got the bird cut out just to cover over so I can colour the bird in. I'll show you as we go, you'll see. So I've got a card here, a card blank, which I think is, let me see, it's just over 4 and just over 6. It's actually a piece of card I've cut down. I've run out of 7x5 card blanks. I must get some more, so I've cut that down to that size. Then I've got some matte layer, and I've got black layer, and then I've got the top. That's where we're going to actually stamp the bird stamp. So I'm going to put my piece of card onto my stamping platform and take the sparrow stamp. And I'm going to position it roughly in the middle, and I'm going to stamp it using the Versafine, the Versamark. I was going to say Versafine Clair, but it's not, it's Versamark. And I'm going to heat emboss all of this in black. Covered. Just do a little bit more. It's difficult to see when you're using the Versamark. You can see a faint picture. Okay, I hope that that's covered. I'll just take a wet wipe to stamp. I'm just going to put down this piece of card, and I'm going to cover the stamped image with this, which is Do Crafts Paper Mania in black embossing powder. And there we go. I'm just going to take a clean paintbrush and just make sure we've got no, it doesn't really matter if there's any little speckles, it adds to it I think, but I'm happy with that. Just make sure there's plenty on that tail, end of the tail there, that's better. Okay, I'm just going to pour this back into the pot. Put the lid on before we have any accidents. And I'm just going to take my heat gun and heat up the embossing powder. I'll put you on fast forward and turn the volume down for this. Okay, so there we go. So that's that heat embossed. So now, just make sure it's nice and flat. I'll bring this back in. I'll just make sure we've got rid of all the black embossing powder. Alright, I'm going to just position, I mean I could have used some masking. I have got some masking, but I just need to rest it on there. It'll be fine for what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to use these Tim Hortons Distress Mica Stains. I'm going to use the green one, which is Wicked Elixir, and the blue one, which is Shiny Bauble. I'll just give them a shake, and I'm just going to gently press on there and then just on the top. I was going with a little bit more, but I don't want to do too much. That's it. Maybe a tiny bit more green. Just pressing it ever so gently. There we go. So if I take the little mask off there, we can see that our little sparrow is still white under there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come back and colour in the sparrow. Okay, so that's dried now. I've got some lovely mica, lovely shimmer from the mica stain on there. I'm just going to colour in the sparrow. So I've got two of my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend pens. I've got like a red gold brown and a gold brown. So they're quite similar, but I think I'm going to take the lightest one on here. Let's see what that looks like. It's not too bad. I don't think there's a great deal of colour in a sparrow, just different browns really, but it's a nice little bird. I think it's maybe light and then brown on the darker brown elsewhere. Take the lightest colour on this brown. This one's the gold brown. Just take the darkest one, colour in his beak. And maybe just try and give it like a speckled look. There we go. So that is our sparrow there. All coloured in. Now I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm just going to take the VersaFine Clair in Nocturne, and I'm going to use the Soar High stamp. I'll just get a little piece of card there because I want second generation, I think, so I just want it to be in the background. I'll just stamp it once there, and then on there. And then maybe up there. And the other one I liked was this one, Love Warms Every Lost. Just thought that was quite nice. Sentiment. Again, I'm just going to stamp it on there. And I'm just going to not put the whole stamp on. I'll maybe put the whole stamp up there. And then we can maybe have that on there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Right, I'll bring the card back in. I've stuck down the black layer. I'm just going to glue that down onto there. There we go. And that is our card. So I did go on, while I was waiting for this background to dry, I made 2 more cards. So I used the nuthatch, so I've just exactly the same, just put the stamp in the centre, and the little, I've used the Be Unique one as well there, and I've just cut out a little nuthatch, a little stamp there, and position that on there, so exactly the same way. And then the robin. This time I probably wouldn't do that again. I sort of second generation stamped that one there, and the word robin, I did it there as well, and it didn't look right, so I've stuck that over the top. But I think they're quite sweet. So those are my cards for the prompt birds. And if you go along to Martha's channel and have a look, see what everybody else has been making. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.